So make sure you can hear me. Breathe in and breathe in and breathe in. Okay, let's see here. My first things first is to make sure that everyone can hear me before I get started. And as you jump on, feel free to tell me, do you ever struggle with having confidence when you are going live? And, oh, you can hear me. So we're turning the music down a little bit and getting into the groove, just shaking it off and getting ready. So I am happy to be here, and I'm happy to start this month of awesomeness, this month of pure value. Let's find my Zoom screen. Here we are. So, is this light too bright? Is it too bright? Too bright? Too bright? I would love to know in the comments below. I feel like it's like glaring, and I'm gonna lower it a little bit. My mind. Oh, so this is great. I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind. It feel like my life ain't mine. I don't want to be alive. I don't want to be alive. Get your energy up before you're ready to learn. I learned this tip from Amber Renee. She'd be proud of me right now. Dance. Get your energy up before you're ready to learn. Okay, the sound is working. I'm so excited for that. Proud of me right now. Get your energy up before you're ready to learn. The sound is working. I'm so excited for that. Proud of me right now. Get your energy up before you're ready to learn. My mind. Okay, so I'm gonna get undistracted. Let's see. And get going. Okay. So we got the music. We're going to turn it down and we're going to get ready to rock and roll. So why do I have you lovelies here? Why am I so excited to share with you what I have learned about creating live stream classroom, bringing value to your audience, bringing different types of lessons, knowing if you can learn what your audience is looking for, and feel free as you jump on, if I do get any webinar live visitors, put in the chat any questions you may have on what exactly we are going to be going over in the next few weeks. And in the next few days, except for Wednesday, because Wednesday, the exact marketing platform that I've been learning from and get to use this awesome Zoom platform for is doing a webinar on how you can start using it in your business. So if you, I'm on my business page. So if you are here, you probably have a business too, or maybe are thinking of one. I think I want to put this light on. I feel like it's really, this ring light is bringing too much light to my face. Okay, we'll bring it down just a little bit so you can see who I am. So, tip of the day. When we're doing presentations, we want to start, you always got to make sure that the volume is good. If anything that I can tell you from experience is I have had so many issues when it came to tech, and it happens to the best of us. And it's nothing to get all shaken up about. It's nothing to get all worried about. I know I use the BeLive tool a lot, and I have done a whole entire broadcast and no one could hear me. So that's one reason why I love this Zoom platform, and it has been gifted to anyone that does use this marketing platform. It's not a business opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to get intense training, for you to learn attraction marketing. And with this platform, you are given the opportunity to have the Zoom Enterprise platform with screen shares, which we're going to be doing today. And first things first, how do you come up with a webinar? And most people don't like the word webinar. I think because it's been used so often in this industry for so many years. And I need you to understand, as I shared in my, let's see, let's share my screen. Well, I guess I'll wait to share my screen so I can do the intro. So I need you to understand that everyone in this industry that is top earner status uses live training classrooms. I know one person that I love learning from, Ray Higdon. He has so many live trainings, live webinars, and I share webinars every Wednesday that have helped me learn how to start creating Facebook ads, which I'm going to be starting to work on tonight because Gary Vee poured into me last night. If you don't know Gary Vee or you haven't watched him and you've heard about him, definitely check him out on YouTube because he gives it to you straight. He lets you know that if you are not using the ads that Instagram and Facebook have for the low price that they're at currently, we are just crazy to not even try it. And I know organic growth is always the best. And I have been doing organic growth with this particular page myself, and I am proud of myself. I'm celebrating because I have almost 100 likes and it's only been open for a couple months now, and I haven't really done that much with it. So it just goes to show, if you have something powerful that people can relate to, people, I know so many people enjoy self-development. I know so many people enjoy the power of just, turning your trauma into a triumphant story. And that's what we're going to be going over, how to really get clear on your message, how to tell it with emotion. I sent out into my newsletter tonight a great video to all of my subscribers, a Les Brown and his daughter, I think Oma Brown. And she didn't know she wanted to be a motivational speaker. She had no idea until she was tested. Her father, I'll start off with a story myself of what really inspired me to start this presentation, become a powerful creator and powerhouse performer using the live classroom platform, was when I was watching Les Brown and watching his daughter and her sharing her story of how she never knew she wanted to be a motivational speaker. She was more of the behind the scenes gal. And her dad had, if you watch Les Brown, you know that he is a cancer survivor, but we don't like to use the word survivor. He's a cancer victor. If you're a survivor, we are in victory. We're always victory, or we're always triumphant. Try to always remind yourself of that. We don't want to survive through life. We want to be victors. We want to be triumphant through life. So as he was sharing, he was like picking up the phone and listening to his daughter on the call, and he was saying, she was like, empowering people. Do you empower people when you are out and about and you're meeting new people every day? Are you someone like me when I'm at Nurse Scout work, or if I just meet someone I'll be just at a store, just random things, and if I hear someone needing help, if I have an opportunity to start a conversation, I do. And that's kind of what we're going to start with tonight, is how you could start attracting people to you in good ways, not to sell to them, but to just be of service, be of value, spark joy, spark beauty. And I know, what does that have to do with learning how to create a powerful presentation, a powerful PowerPoint? Why does that have anything to do with using a platform where you can do live classrooms for certain topics, certain subjects? It's because if you aren't clear on exactly what your message is and what your audience needs, then how are you going to come up with a topic that people are going to show up for? Now, I'm going to be creating an event after this where I can pour all of the information in, and I can really promote this because I'm going to be doing it throughout the month. But tonight is the first night, so I decided to live stream it on to Facebook. So if you are lucky enough to catch this, it's because I decided to use the feature that this Zoom platform has, and that's live streaming it on Facebook. And if you are in any type of business or any type of community where you like to teach to your audience and your community, or if you say you're in network marketing and you sign up someone, or you want to show someone what your business is all about, you can have them, you simply send them a Zoom meeting link and they're on your screen with you, and you can show them exactly everything that you have to share. It's incredible. I know that one of my newest gals that joined me, when she joined, it was so much easier. I feel like this light totally takes away from seeing my face. There, you can see my face over here. So sorry. So it was so much easier to show her, like, go into the groups, and this is how we ATM. This is how you can tag people. This is how you could do this is where you go. This is how you set this up. This is a great video. It was so much simpler. So I can't stress to you enough the power of live training, live classrooms, using the power of webinars. And over the next week, we are going to go over how to sell on webinars. How I'm not selling anything. I'm not selling you anything. If you are open to using the Zoom platform and getting it for the $30 rate, I am going to give you a sneak peek of the back office because it has changed my life. But that is all that I will be showing you. I have no course created. I have nothing like that. This is off of pure value, pure knowledge of courses that I have taken on the topic of amplifying your impact with Amber Renee, the course of becoming a motivational speaker with Les Brown and his daughter and friends, and being a part of the GoPro community, and just being in this industry in general. I hope I'm not like yelping at you. Let's make sure. Fix everything. And make sure that no one is getting screamed at. Let me check real quick. Are you getting screamed at on the social feed? No, you're not. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let me get back to business. So I always see, I'm always like checking the tech because I don't want anyone to feel like they're being screamed at. Here we are. Okay, so back to that. So she shares that her father was picking up the phone and listening to her conversations, and he was like, you're meant to be a speaker. And she's like, no, I'm not. I'm behind the scenes, Dad. Just stop it. She's like, what do you mean? He's like, I've been listening to your phone calls, and you uplift and empower people every day. So it's just something for you to think about. If you aren't doing live videos currently, but you are someone that is inspiring, empowering, someone that loves to uplift, live video is a great start, but why not bring it to the next level and start teaching people, invest, learn, teach. Ray Higdon shares the best on what you are currently learning, and add some value to your audience, add some value to those people, and get practice. Because if anyone knows best, this is not an overnight success type of business. You're not going to make it to the top in an overnight stance, but you can learn. And I invested pretty much a lot of my time in 2018 learning what I needed to learn. I ended the year going to the GoPro show, seeing all of the million dollar earners step on stage, seeing the presentation, the performance. I have so much to share with you over the next week. And then each week through February, I'm going to do one live webinar, live training, live classroom to answer any questions, to share with you any type of help to get you going and get you using live training, using the power of copywriting, using the power of PowerPoint, and really learning how to present with a great storyline, a great topic, and getting pumped and excited. So tip one for all of you is, before you get started, put some music on, or whatever fits your personality. For me, putting some music on and dancing, as Amber Renee, she shared with me, she always plays her Beyonce, and she does live streams whenever she launches. So if you're someone that's launching a course, I will say that her way of launching courses is through webinar, through live training classrooms, and she will do it once a week for a month. And she always plays the Beyonce song. And as people, she has a huge audience. She has like 11,000 on her fan page. And as people are jumping on, and she does a lot of advertising, she's really good at that. She's really good at creating funnels. So she'll have people jumping on from all over the world. She's in Australia. If you don't know Amber Renee, definitely check her out. I also will share with you her Amplify Your Impact affiliate link for you to check it out, see if it's a course that you may want to take, because I do have that. And please let me know as I share some of the information that I will be sharing. You will see bits and pieces of what, I'm not going to show you any of her videos, but some of just the documents that she gives to us in this course that has helped me learn how to the ways of branding. She goes so deep into skin tone analysis. She goes into branding colors, into logos, into having a style kit. She goes into media kits. She goes into publicity. And one thing I know, promotion is so important, especially with all the changes on Facebook. And that's another reason why I am really turning towards webinars and live training classrooms, because Facebook has become, it's like I am battling and fighting against myself to have the people that need to hear my message. And I need you to know this. There are so many people that still need to hear your message, that still need to hear from you. And with the changes in the way that Facebook is, they're not able to hear from you the way that they used to be. And unless you are already on top, you've already made your influence, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's more difficult. Also, webinars or live training classrooms are usually longer than a live video, so always have water. If you do sign up for the course, which I'll go into showing you. So let me share my screen. Screen share. So let's see here. Let's see. I think this one, let me see. Is it this one? Where all of my stuff is on the screen. Let's see if it's this one. Share. Let me make sure that you could see me. Look at me going down because it's delayed. Okay, let's make sure you can see my screen. Yep. So as you can see, I left a lot of things open for us for this next week so that you have access to learning. And are you ready? Are you excited to learn? Are you excited to take action on becoming a powerhouse in presentation, a powerhouse in performance, a powerhouse in creating your own PowerPoints and the mindset behind it all? So first things first, I want to share with you what I do every day before I begin my day, before I really get to business. Before I'm even on social media, before I even touch my phone. And I do have a class created already that is of the basics, and I'm going to be going into more depth in that to help more people know the importance of starting their day off the right way. I don't know why my screen looks like that. Hold on. I gotta fix that. Let's fix it, fix it, fix it. Because you could see so much here. Hold on. New share. We don't want it to look like craziness. Let's see what happens there. And see if that helps. So every day before I even get started with anything, I am sure that I start with gratitude. I call it the Gratitude Express, 5 minutes of silence, of gratitude. And then I go into finding a meditation that is helpful for me. And I'm going to share with you a powerful meditation tomorrow when we're inside the classroom, because I don't want to share it. I don't know why my screen looks like that. So let me fix that for you. And if you have never meditated before, I would love to know in the comments if you've never done meditation, maybe why you haven't done it, and if you do meditation, I would love to know that as well. Portion the screen and figuring out why my screen looks like a crazy machine. And this is why I'm doing this free value, because I'm not a pro yet at using this platform, but you better bet I sure will be. So let's see. Select the window that you want to share. Oh, and that's one thing. We should never have dead time. So, I'm just going to go and put my Facebook up and see what happens there. See if that looks a little better. And check it out over here. So as I start my day with gratitude and then some meditation, and then as I was sharing today on my Facebook wall, affirmations with my son and the power that really has had on my life. My life has completely changed in so many ways. It's been incredible to just see being in touch with the universe, with my higher power. Okay, that looks better. So this is my community later leadership league of their own, Daring to Dream Again. So right there is the video that I sent to my newsletter. So in the comments below, let me know, do you have a newsletter? Because before I got started with attraction marketing and affiliate marketing, I had no idea that we could have a newsletter. I had no idea the power of a newsletter. And I always knew that there was power behind building a list. And I am going to do a sneak peek on ManyChat probably within the next couple of weeks. If it's something that you may want to learn, feel free to reach out to me. I don't know why it looks silly like that, but that's okay. We'll figure it out in the end. And I just want you to know that the more that you take the time to, like, one thing that I will do, one ritual I will do is I will say thank you. And I'll take like 64 seconds to say thank you for guiding me, thank you for empowering me, thank you for uplifting me, thank you for gifting me, thank you for all the love, thank you for all the grace, thank you for all the joy, the bliss. I am so grateful. I know that you are giving me all the signs that I need. I am open to learning that I have purpose and passion, and I'm turning it over to you. Dear universe, dear God, thank you for all of it. Thank you for letting me know that I have the power within myself, no one else. It's already here, it's already within you. And if you take the time to just say that to yourself, say that to the universe, look out the window and recognize that all of the things around you are so amazing already. And if you want more, I was sharing a fun fact that we always hear about manifesting, and I'm going to get into this. It's so important to go over mindset before anything, because mindset is, if you don't have the right mindset, if you're not clear on who you are, what you stand for, your value. I stand for being the best mom that I can be. I have studied as a nurse for over 10 plus years. I love helping other people, so much so that sometimes I had put myself on the back burner. And as someone that has had so much trauma in my life, to now have so many triumphant moments, I want to help more women, more individuals that are really looking for that help to find their strength again, find their light within. And if I can do that through teaching, if I could do that through sharing my transformational methods, if I could do that through affiliate training to help you get the teaching that I have been gifted, the mentors such as Eric Worre, Ray Higdon, so many individuals I've been able to work with over the last few years, then that's what I'm here for. So I really value education. And one message that Gary Vee shared with me yesterday was, people say it's complicated, but they don't take the time to get educated. So if you are someone that isn't taking 30 hours, if you've not even spent 30 hours on educating yourself on how to do something, and you just decide you're not going to do it, like maybe you are like, I can never do a live webinar, a live training. I don't know how to do that stuff. Her screen looks crazy right now. I might look silly. The only way you're going to have unstoppable confidence and have success in this industry, in a home business lifestyle, is by going out of your comfort zone. We hear that all the time, but what does that mean? You have to be willing to be publicly embarrassed. People could be laughing their arse off at me right now, but I do not care, because this is something that I am passionate about. This is something that I can turn into something so much more later on. And if I speak to one person tonight that gets value out of knowing that they are an incredible human being, that they are powerful, and that they can create anything that they want to create, then I did my job. I did what I needed to do. And I am so passionate because I saw my father work 3 jobs his whole life. I have worked 2 jobs majority of my life, and I spend a lot of my time really getting hyper focused on how to get into the execution mode of daily action, which we're going to go over a daily action plan for you so that you could start seeing the results that you want to see. And I would love to know, as people do decide to join in to this live classroom training and maybe catch this tonight on Successfully Social Movements, please feel free to share it. It would be so helpful of you if you did so. And I would love to know, like, what is your biggest struggle right now? What is something that you wish you were better at, or you feel that you aren't as good as you could be? What is something, are you struggling to get more people to engage with your information? Are you struggling with what to say, what to post? I know that last night on the execution webinar with Diane, so many people are asking questions about how to do stories. How to do stories. Stories is your life. It's your life. It's what you do. I did a on Instagram today. I was putting makeup on for the first time in weeks. I had a knot in the back of my head so big that it took about 2 hours prior, which is why I don't have an event set up. But that's a side note, just to get it out. And these are stories that we can share. And the more that you can show your real self, it used to be you have to be prim and proper, and some of what I'm going to share with you does show if you are someone in style, if you are someone that is looking to be on TV, if you are someone celebrity status, and we're all looking to be celebrity status in social media. I mean, some of us might not be, but I would love to be an influencer, a go-to person in the niche of how to find their wellness and how to find their mind, body, and soul, like how to find their solution to not only feel good and look good within their body and their weight loss, but through clarity, through focus, through, and then have that extra stream of income, that comfort of knowing that I have this. I just got my taxes today, and like that's a celebration in its own. So I can't express to you enough the mindset that you need to shift to in order to start being a person of value that you are capable of being. It is so possible. You don't have to be an expert to do any of these things. And one day you will be an expert. It only takes, I know Diane shared a in one of her videos, like 20 hours of doing something makes you a master of it, or it's something like that. And I'll get the real figure for you tomorrow, but it's just incredible how much you really do know. And so many of us are afraid to go and just do it, if that makes sense. So I would love to know, do you have a daily success routine? Because I am working on another masterclass, a new and improved one, since I've been doing it now for over a year and have learned so much more than my first class that I created on how to help more people create a miracle morning, a miracle day that fits your routine. Because for me, I stay up all hours. For me, sometimes I'm working overnights. For me, I don't always have that miracle morning per se. Maybe I'm not a jogger or a marathon runner, but I do other things that bring the miracles to my day. So the more that you can understand that you don't have to be prim and proper and do everything like everyone else does, the more importantly that you do things your way will help you stand out best. Because in this new age of saturation, and they say it's not saturated, but let's be real, it is saturated. There is a lot of people on social media. There's a lot of people sharing every day. There's a lot of people going live with all these challenges. There's a lot of people doing a lot of the same things, but then there's a lot of people not. So our goal as individuals who have something to share with people that aren't aware of the possibilities, are struggling in their current business, are worrying about how am I going to pay the rent? How am I going to, and aren't focusing on what is possible. Whenever I have a negative thought, I instantly visualize the lake house with the tree house and the wraparound porch and my wedding and the fire pit and the jacuzzi, and like I just bring myself to our dream home. So I encourage you, when negative thoughts flow through, bring yourself to visualize as long as you need to that positive moment, that one big dream that you want to manifest or you want to bring into reality, because we are the creators of our own reality. I created this reality, and you have to be responsible. You have to come to grips with that. And once you do, that's when we can start getting that unstoppable confidence, being okay with being publicly embarrassed, being okay with knowing that people are going to judge you, people are going to give you feedback, knowing that some feedback is worth listening to, some is not. If you have a hater, either block them or take them for what they're worth, and don't take it to heart. Take it for what it's worth. Still keep going, and then plan, do, review. So tonight I'm doing this live training, and I planned it. I'm doing it, and then I will review it. I'll ask some others, some friends of mine, what they thought, and then we could do better the next time, or maybe we continue doing the same thing. So I hope that helps when it comes to clarity, mindset, and all that jazz, starting your day the right way. I will have a document. I do have a document created. If you would like that document, please let me know, because anyone that jumps on the actual webinars will get a free gift each day. So let me know, and you will get the gifts of, if you see the top of my screen, all the things that I have. So let's get to it. So first things first is I have drawn up a lot of different resources for us to look at. So I want to make sure that you can see them. So I have presentation resources, I have performance resources, I have production resources, I have the webinar resources, I have different links. So I want to make sure that you are able to see what I'm seeing on your screen and know that we're in the right place. Yep, okay. So we have, this is the performance. Let me go back to it. Performance. So Amy Cuddy TED Talk. This is a performance link, and let's see, or we could click on it. Super poses, power poses is so important. Do it together. Power pose, power pose.
It's mostly the boots, but I'm going to talk to you today about body language. And first, let's just talk a little bit about how body language, our nonverbal behaviors, really, really influence the inferences that other people make about us. So people mostly, from our nonverbal behaviors, are inferring things like, how strong is this person? How trustworthy is this person? How confident is this person? How much do I like this person? And these inferences are responsible for really important outcomes. And we make them quickly, sometimes in a split second. And inferences from nonverbal behaviors like, how smart do I think this person is? They predict things like election outcomes. They predict who gets hired, who gets promoted, who gets asked out on a date. So all kinds of outcomes are determined by nonverbal behaviors, and that process happens pretty quickly. But I'm going to focus today on specific nonverbal behaviors. And before I do that, I want to ask you right now to think about what are you doing with your bodies? So how many of you
Are
have
you
your arms
on the
crossed,
live
your legs
stream?
crossed, or
I'm
even your
sharing
ankles crossed?
one day only.
How
Come
many of
check
you
it
are making
out. We're
yourself
talking about
smaller so that
power
you don't bump into the
poses
person next
and
to you? How
presentation.
many people are
Come on
sprawled
over
out
to
and actually have
Successful
their arm
Social
draped on the
Movements
chair
and
next to
get a
them,
sneak peek
or
of
their knees
what we're going to
spread?
be learning about
So
this week.
I want you to pay
See
attention
you
to that.
there.
And I hope that in 10 minutes I'm going to convince you that if you tweak your nonverbal behaviors in really pretty easy and simple ways for a short period of time, it's going to make you feel more powerful through physiological changes in your body. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. So here are some examples of power poses. So what I want you to note about these is that they are all very open and expansive. So those are the two sort of criteria that determine whether it's a power pose, whether you're open and you're expanding your body. All of these, I think, are examples of power posing reflecting power that you already have or a victory that you feel. So people do this. I mean, this is very common after victories. They put their arms up, or when you're generally feeling powerful, you're more likely to do something like this. You feel open, you feel disinhibited. So it reflects power. It's also used to communicate power. So I'm sure that you have the LBJ treatment up at the top there. So again, it's making yourself bigger, getting in other people's space, reaching out. So it's used to reflect power and to communicate power. And this is true not just for humans, but also for non-human animals. This is just one example, but you have primates who will bulge their chests to make themselves bigger. The peacock fanning his tail feathers. You have even cats will idle sideways and raise their back to make themselves look bigger. So this is common across both human and non-human animals. Now, on the other hand, powerlessness is reflected and communicated through these contracted closed postures. So this is a very sad, powerless person, but this is an example. And I mean, it really is everyday things that you do, like crossing your arms, also touching your face and touching your neck. This is really, really communicates powerlessness. Anything that you do that makes you smaller and hunching your shoulders. This is about powerlessness. It reflects it and it reinforces it. So we know already that power causes power posing. So when you possess power, whether it's short-term or long-term, or when you're communicating power, you do things like this. You power pose. You do the Wonder Woman pose.
I hope you're doing the Wonder Woman pose.
What I wanted to know was whether you could fake it till you make it. So can you do the opposite? And I want to tell you a little bit about how we got to this. So my main collaborator, who I'm so sorry can't be here with me, but Dana Carney, and I both teach in business schools. And you may not know this, but in the MBA classroom, about half of your grade is determined by participation. We both were concerned about the gender grade gap and wondering, what's going on. Are women participating less? And not just women, but really are non-mainstream white men participating less? The people who are not white men coming from finance backgrounds. There seems to be a gap. And we both noticed that these people who are participating less are engaging in more of these contractive, closed postures. Now, let me just say and acknowledge, of course, it's very possible that you're not calling on those people because they're doing that. But we felt like there was actually more to it, that was not the only thing happening. That if we could get them to spread out, we might actually get them to participate more. And so you might wonder why why would we predict something like this? It's a little bit counterintuitive. But I'm going to give you two little pieces of research that led to this prediction. The first is that we know already that feeling happy makes you smile. And this is a natural Duchenne smile where the muscles around the eyes are contracted. But researchers have also shown that making someone smile like this makes them happy, even when they don't feel happy. Asking them to smile like this makes them happy very quickly, and we call that facial feedback. So we know that our nonverbals both reflect and reinforce feelings. The second is a little, might seem like it's coming out of nowhere, but so when you think about primate hierarchies, The alpha male tends to have high testosterone and low cortisol. And from a Darwinian perspective, the assumption is that is the individual that has the highest innate basal testosterone and the lowest innate basal cortisol. But primatologists have discovered, in the last decade or so, that if an alpha has to be taken over, if an alpha is lost and another individual has to ascend and become the alpha, this is what they find. Over just a few days, that individual's testosterone rises and his cortisol drops. Similarly, if for some reason a primate is pushed to the bottom of the hierarchy, you have the opposite. His testosterone decreases and his cortisol rises. And now let me say a word about testosterone and cortisol. Testosterone is what we call the dominance hormone. It's related to confidence, dominance, aggressiveness. Cortisol is related to stress. So obviously, lower cortisol means you're less stressed out, both in the moment and over the long term. It really can sort of erode your health over the long term. And low cortisol testosterone is clearly associated with power. We've known that for a while. Cortisol is associated with low status if your cortisol is high. So therefore, it seems to be that this endocrine profile of high testosterone and low cortisol is the best neuroendocrine profile for effective leadership. And indeed, in the last year, researchers have shown that the best leaders have relatively high testosterone and relatively low cortisol. Because what is that? That's a confident person who can go into a stressful situation that's competitive and still feel confident and not react to the stress. So you want a calm, confident leader. So we felt that it's possible that if you can change a role, like taking over the alpha position, or maybe taking the corner office, it's also possible that you could just change people's feelings of power through these minimal changes. So let me tell you what we did in this study. So first, people come into the lab. So let's take this female participant. And we first take a saliva sample, and that's our time 1 hormone sample. It's very easy. They just spit into a little vial. They then, for 2 minutes, take on 2 high power poses. So 1 minute each. They're just asked to sit in these certain positions. They don't look at pictures because we don't want to prime them with the concept of power. We describe to them how to sit. This is just one example of a high power pose. 2 minutes. After that, they fill out some questionnaires. We ask them how powerful they feel, and we also give them an opportunity to gamble. Because when people feel powerful, they're much more risk tolerant. And this is a gamble where they are endowed with $2, and they can roll a die and have a 50-50 chance of increasing that to $4. So that's our risk tolerance measure. And then we take, after about 17 minutes, which is the right amount of time between time 1 and time 2 samples, we take another hormone sample because we want to know what their baseline levels are. Half of their participants are randomly assigned to that. Half of them are randomly assigned to this condition. And in this condition, they take on 2 low power poses. Same thing. This is what we find on risk tolerance. We find that the high power posers are significantly more likely to take the gamble. But what's more interesting to us is this. So this is their change in testosterone and cortisol. 2 minutes in a high power pose makes your testosterone rise significantly and your cortisol drop significantly. 2 minutes in a low power pose does the opposite. 2 minutes. And I just want to say, this is in a room alone. So they're not getting feedback. It's not like they're standing like this and people are like, wow, she's really powerful. That's not what's happening. They're not getting that feedback and going, oh, I must be powerful. Like, this is really reinforcing. They're sitting alone in a room. Okay, so you might ask, all right, okay, so you get these effects. So what does that mean, for sitting in the classroom, going into a job interview, a venture capital pitch, going in to make a pitch to potential funders? What do you do? Do you go in and do you sit like this? Because, I would say probably not. I also study gender stereotypes and cultural norms, and I think it would be hazardous for me to advise anyone, especially women, to go in and do this. And you may like it or not, but there are gender stereotypes that do limit what we can do in the interactions and what inferences people draw. So I would say no. So what we wanted to show next was that just doing this before you go into a room does change your performance in a significant way. Not only does it change your hormones, but it actually makes you perform better. So in the second study, we again have the high and low power poses, 2 minutes each. And this is what happens this time. You go in, you do these power poses, and then we subject you to what's called the Trier social stress test. And this is something that's used in the lab to really increase people's cortisol. And I'll tell you what's stressful about it. You were told you have 5 minutes to write a speech. That's stressful. And the speech is about your dream job. And you are supposed to convince 2 evaluators why you are suited for this dream job, but you cannot lie or misrepresent yourself. These 2 evaluators are going to be evaluating you with clipboards in real time as you give this speech, and you're going to be filmed, and then other people will evaluate you later. Okay, so that's stressful because we know that people are terrified of public speaking. I'm actually terrified right now, but I'm not anymore. But I used to be. But so what happens though? That's not the most stressful thing. What's most stressful about it is that these 2 evaluators are trained to sit here like this. No nonverbal
So
feedback.
anyone that jumps on the live training class will have this link and all of the links that I'm going to be sharing for your own goods. So I want to go on because I don't want to take up too much time. So tonight we're going to go, as we've been sharing about mindset and the importance of getting into the mindset. What does your audience want from you? What are you going to do your live training on? How are you going to present yourself with power? How are we going to get started? So first things first, we did our mindset. We realized that we have to have a daily success routine. We have to be taking action, and now we have to overcome our fears. So I'm going to go over with you the 10 biggest fears that people have. So this may be keeping you from currently doing live streaming. This may be keeping you from wanting to do a live webinar training, having a classroom for your audience, doing live training for your team, your business. The power that this has is incredible. So people talking too fast, fears of talking too fast. If in the comments below, please let me know if any of these fears strike a pose within. So talking too fast. So then you work on pauses. So if you are someone that's talking really fast and doesn't know how to give any time to take a second to breathe, or you feel like you just don't know what to do and you're just always talking, and you feel like you want to get it all out and take a time to pause, take a sip of water. Always have water with you when you're doing live trainings. Purposely check your notes. Oh, let me check my notes so that you know that you're not just talking too fast. Change your PowerPoint slide, which I'm going to go over with you quickly tonight on PowerPoint slides, but tomorrow we're going to go more in depth on how to create a powerful PowerPoint. But I am going to show you tonight what I'm talking about. Incorporate vocal variety, being dramatic, being loud, being more soft, the fear of saying words like and ah. As we already know, body language accounts for 55% of audience engagement compared to 7% from our words. So people are more touched by your body language, by the way, your emotion, more than the words that are coming out of your mouth. So you have to learn with good energy, your audience won't be affected. So you have powerful words, you have a powerful story, but if you're not moving, if you're not showing up with and practice those power poses before you're doing these live trainings, doing your live videos, you are going to lose the people that really need to hear your message. So do you and ah during your live videos currently? Have you ever done a live webinar? I would love to know. And is it, like for me, I never had a problem with the ums and ahs. I used to say, you know. I've worked on that, and I feel that I have become a lot more powerful and more confident when I am presenting. I used to have a really high-pitched voice. I was totally off the marker. So practice is how you get rid of the ums and ahs. rehearsal. I will go over with you some of rehearsal techniques when we're inside the private classroom. There's no need to embarrass all of us. And then I could bring you on to the Zoom screen. You could join me if you want to join and come into the Zoom. So let me know. Feel free if you want to be a part of this, if you want to make your movement and you want this to be your first time that you are a part of a live stream week to month live classroom webinar, this is your chance. I'm inviting you. Fear of mental block. So do you ever get scared that you're going to lose sight of what you're talking about? We need to practice. We need to stay in the moment, maintain a connection with your audience, ask questions, be engaging, know who is watching. I know that Misty had jumped on, so I made sure I said hello to Misty. Currently, I don't know if anyone had time to register because I didn't share it out enough, and that's my own fault. That's why I'm here on Successful Social Movement. So feel free to invite, and know that repeat your last point. So that way you can remember what you were talking about. And if you really forgot what you were talking about, you could reach out to your audience and be like, where did I leave off? And it will help you get back. People are emphasizing with you. People are feeling they want you to do well. They want that connection. Just be vulnerable and be honest. More than ever, that is something that we need to be. So fear that you don't know your stuff. You know your stuff. Say it right now with me. I know my stuff. I am knowledgeable on my information. I am powerful at creating. I am powerful at presenting. I am unstoppable confidence in an image in itself. And I am ready to bring it to those people that want to hear my message. My story matters. My message matters. And I am incredible. Tell yourself these things. Know that you know your stuff. You did your homework. I know this course like the back of my hand. I've taken it. I've had this course several months now. I've gone through it several times. I know this stuff like the back of my hand. I could share it with you without having this up. So just know the power that you have, the knowledge that you have. Other people don't have that knowledge, and you're being selfish, like Ray Higdon will say, by not sharing it with others. So knowing that you're the expert when you're speaking on this topic. You may not be the expert on everything, and when we are in network marketing, we don't want to put ourselves as an expert because that does sometimes scare people to think that that's what they have to do. Just make it clear that no one has to do anything that they don't want to do. They do how they want to do, because guess what? This is your business. This is your life. No one is, once you hit the age of 18, you make your own choices. True. And the more that people are here to teach you, the more that people want to help you, the more grateful we need to be. And rehearse. If you really have problems with forgetting things and ums and ahs, definitely rehearse. Make it a practice. People fear that they will sound stiff. So if you fear like you're going to be really stiff and not know how to like exude your excellence, be really just show your personality, smile, then a common misconception that people have is that they don't rehearse and they will sound more natural. This is often the opposite. So rehearsing helps you be more natural. So if you are someone that gets stiff behind the camera, I used to be petrified, I used to shake like a leaf. Now I'm doing a live training webinar and excited to share and excited for people to jump on, excited for people to join me. And I don't care if I'm publicly embarrassed. I don't care if people judge me. I don't care, because this is my dream. This is my passion. This is my purpose. And I'm sharing my message and I'm helping people learn to do the same. So once you get into that mindset, none of that matters. So just know you are powerful. So the 10 biggest fears that people have, they fear that they will do something embarrassing. I mean, let's think about it. How embarrassing can a live stream webinar classroom be? The worst thing that happened to me was I have two worst things was when I did my whole entire like 2 hour presentation on Be Live at a huge event on how to gain clarity with Janae Marie, sharing limiting belief, ritual, and clearing calls, and I was like launching my program, my group, and it was completely silent the whole time. And all I had to do was take the time to look on my phone to see if anyone could hear me, and I didn't. And then the opposite from that was it was screeching in their ears, and it was just so embarrassing. And then I went on, I finally fixed the sound problem for those that even stayed to watch. And as I went back to watch when I was sharing videos, they couldn't even hear the videos I was sharing. This is why I love the Zoom Enterprise platform. This is why I love this new marketing platform that I'm using. And $30 a month. I mean, to have your hands on this, it's just incredible. So even if practice your body language and vocal techniques, we're going to be practicing that over the next month. If you do look scared, you will gain empathy from your audience, and the more that you do this, the more that you're going to get good. Whether you ever want to do a live training or not, I really hope that over the next week and then over the next few weeks, you are inspired to start doing maybe even once a month a live training webinar for your audience, and being the difference, standing out. Be proactive. People fear of the known. Be proactive and remain objective. Fear someone will ask a tough question. Listen, this is your show. So if someone asks you a tough question, then it's up to you to say, that's a great question, but we're on the topic of how to overcome your fears right now, and I will get back to you with that answer on a later date. Or that's a great question, and I will do my research to make sure I have that answer for you the next time that we are here, and then get back into the content. Don't let anyone mess up your mojo. Deflect back to your topic using the essential media training strategies. Apologize and follow through after with your answer. People fear that someone ask the question, fear the audience won't like me. No, so many people are not going to like you. So many people don't like me. Believe me, I was kicked out of a community saying that people were talking negatively about me. I have no idea what I did. I laugh at it because what else can you do? In this world, there's going to be so many people that don't like you, and I struggled with this my entire teenage years. I was captain of my basketball team. So, like, this is all about confidence and everything. And it took me a long time to have confidence because I never had a group of girlfriends. I was never Miss Popularity. I played sports. I did all the things. I was a pretty girl, but for some reason I did not fit in. Please let me know if any of you ladies were you the prom queen, or were you the one that didn't show up at the prom? So for me, it was really hard for me to fit in. I used to eat lunch in the library most of the days. So I used to get bullied by the girls. It was tough. So that's why sometimes I feel like social media is like high school all over again. Another reason why I am moving towards creating more live trainings this way, because then I can have my people that want to learn with me, learn from me, learn together, collaborate, all in a live classroom where no one else is there, no one else is with us. It's just us. The power within that is incredible. They never used to be able to do what they're doing now. This Zoom, literally any one of you could be underneath my picture right now and we could be talking together wherever you are in the world. It's just so amazing. I love using this. So the audience is listening to you. They want your information. Not everyone will like you. That's okay. Like Nadia Melton says, she'd rather be someone's shot of vodka than everyone's cup of tea. I agree. So we're going to overcome those fears. And over the next week, I would love to hear You know, what fears do you have? So in this course that I took, and this is what, if you see value in this course, please let me know, because I can give you the link that she has to buy this course. This has nothing to do with the attraction marketing platform that I'm using. This is a separate. Amber Renee, she created this course. She has a great Amplify Your Impact community that I'm a part of to this day. So if you do find value in some of these slides that I'm sharing tonight and you want to know more, feel free to reach out to me and I will send you that link. So watch. This is, she literally tells you, you know, what to do as your action plan when it comes to presentation, when it comes to overcoming fears, when it comes to doing all of this stuff. So the major roadblock that people have to performing is overcoming fears. Let's dive straight into the most common ones of these. Preparation is the key, and the following lessons will help you win at every performance. Highlight the ones that really trigger something for you. These are the ones you will need to work on for your next big performance. The audience wants you to win. When you're the presenter, you're given authority. Whoever has the marker has the most money in the room, like Eric Worre says. Where's the marker? We'll pretend this is my marker. So know that, you know, pretend like you got the marker in your hand. These are the ones that you need to work on for your next big performance. The audience wants you to win. When the presenter, you're given the opportunity. Unpacking fear. Your body shows fear and excitement in almost identical ways. This is why we're talking about this, because the more that we know the clarity, the mindset, the fear, turning your fear over to love is my best advice that I can give you, knowing that the fear is there, but love is stronger than fear, and you are more powerful than that fear. And as long as you practice, as long as you go for it, you are going to conquer these fears. Showing a little love and gratitude to your fear is really beautiful. Be grateful for the fear, because at least you know your body's working. At least you know you're feeling something. Making friends with fear, bringing on the fear. Be aware of how your fear shows up and pre-trigger it and take it out some of the bite. So I used to shake, I used to turn red. Let me know, did any of this ever happen to you? It was awful. I used to fear things that would happen months in advance. So overcoming fears, make a choice, commit to the performance, know that anxieties are short term, reframing performance as a conversation means there's no right or wrong way. You're literally just speaking. Give yourself a break. Build a break those first 1 to 2 minutes by asking audience a question. I gave myself a break by sharing that power talks with all of you. And that way I had some time to rest my voice, because when you do take on live trainings and live webinars, and this becomes something that you decide that you're going to add to your business, that you're going to add to your monthly routine, your weekly routine. I'm going to be doing this monthly. I'm going to have a topic monthly that I am going to create a webinar for, that I'm going to send out to my list, which I did tonight, which we're going to go over newsletters tomorrow. We're going to go over newsletters, PowerPoint creation tomorrow, how to create an awesome PowerPoint, the presentation, like all those basics, and how to promote yourself. So tomorrow is going to be a big day. Today was more on mindset and clearing yourself and overcoming the fear of doing a webinar, doing something like this, and knowing that the power of doing this is more important, and the more people that you're going to help is more important than that fear. And the more that you practice, and then I am going to share with you the 7-step blueprint on how to sell on webinars. As I shared with you, I'm not selling anything. I am sharing resources with you. And if it's something that sparks your interest, then that's something that you let me know. But I have nothing for sale, so don't feel like you're going to be sold. If anything, you're going to be given gifts for joining me and allowing me to overcome and practice and really get this webinar live training classroom to be my something that I use, like my signature move for when I do course creations, for when I am signing people up to my team. This is going to be my go-to. And when people want to learn about my affiliate attraction marketing program, I have them jump on me on the Zoom, and I'm going to create a video, and I will show you the back office each night to wrap up this, because some people may jump on one night and not the other. So physical stimulation, physical movement helps a lot when dealing with performance anxiety. So what did we do before we got started? We played music, we danced, we moved around, and that was for tech. That was, I don't get nervous anymore when I do lives or when I'm on in public, but who knows, maybe someone else is nervous. Maybe it will just break up the mood and give people ideas. So it's gonna relieve the tension. Breathing techniques: breathe in through your nose for a count of 7, hold for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 8, and make a sigh sound. So right now I'm going to share with you my favorite clearing ritual, and I will share and we'll do the breathing technique. This is key to nipping anxiety in the butt, nipping negativity in the butt, all of the above. So we're going to, when you're breathing in for the 7 seconds, so through your nose, so what I do when I'm doing is I recite in my head, please forgive me, thank you, I'm sorry, I love you, I love myself. So as I'm breathing in for the 7 seconds, please forgive me, thank you, I'm sorry, I love you, I love myself. In my head, I'm saying this. You can say this all day long as well. This is Ho'oponopono ritual. It's a clearing ritual. It's going to change your life if you just use it. Please feel free to reach out to me and ask me more questions on that. But so just remember, please forgive me, thank you, I'm sorry, I love you, I love myself. And so these breathing techniques and then saying that in your head is going to put you in a place of bliss. It's going to get you up into that vibration that you need to be. So I hope that was helpful. Overcoming fears, an emotional state, alter your emotional state by just using laughter. Make yourself laugh. One of my coaches with GoPro tells me, you know, when I was I had lost my job where I was working, and I really wanted to make this home business thing my thing. So she said, tell yourself, I'm an overnight success, and write it down. Write down your dream job. Write down everything that you see for yourself. And that's what I did. And it was so helpful. So my tip for you tonight is get into the right emotional state. Start telling yourself, I'm an overnight success. This is so easy. Business is so simple and so effective, and everyone's attracted to me and everyone loves me. And just tell yourself that and start laughing and smiling. You can create your own emotional state. Mindfulness techniques, bring yourself into the present now, present moment, because that's what matters. Focusing on the past, that's depression. Focusing on the future, that's anxiety. We want to focus on our now moment, being mindful in our now moment. This has gone great. I am so proud of myself. I think that this is going to be an amazing recording, and I'm excited that today went so well and everything, the sound went great, and so far so good. And I hope that more people find value. I know that more people are going to find value as I share this throughout the interwebs, and people will jump on and want the freebie gifts and want to learn how to be unstoppable confident, whether it be doing live trainings. People are going to want to learn how to use live webinars to sell their stuff. I see so many people doing paparazzi and jewelry. Imagine, instead of doing on Facebook Live, because Facebook Live should be giving pure value. Let's do a little insight on people that do, and I'm not judging you. This is a judgment-free zone, but as I see people selling stuff live, I really do encourage you to think of the power of using a live stream classroom to sell your stuff instead of being on social media and promoting it with a capture page, with something, or maybe just a picture of yourself, and giving it a link for your Zoom or whatever webinar feature you have, whatever it is. Maybe you have a private community. You are going to do so much better. This could be used in a community for selling instead of selling right on the news feed, because that's what Facebook doesn't like to see. Facebook is really getting serious. Even if you comment too fast, they're getting upset. So I can't explain to you how important it is to get into the right techniques. Visualization, visualize your entire performance from start to finish. See yourself starting with that dance, starting with that meditation, starting with that smile. Know your introduction if you want to write it down. See yourself with success. See yourself cheering you on. See yourself having so much fun, giving this information, sharing it with people, knowing that it's going to change lives, helping people overcome their fears of doing something that could change their business forever. I am powerful for that. I am confident that this is going to be such a helpful tool, because it was a helpful tool for me. So know whatever you are sharing is a powerful, helpful tool, and don't let anyone tell you that it's not. Accepting your imperfections. I'm far from perfect. We all are. We are imperfectly ourselves. Be unapologetically yourself. Your audience will relate to you better if you can be imperfect, because they are too. Attitude is everything. When you present yourself with an attitude of fear or discomfort, it sets the rest of the stage for your entire presentation. So not once did I seem fearful, not once did I seem scared, not once did I seem nervous, not once this whole time. And that's what over the next week and then over the next month, I want to help you do a live performance without seeing one bit of nervous, one bit of nerves, one bit of ounce of fear. And it's okay if you have a little fear, but imagine if you did it. Imagine if you could do it with so much power, so much unstoppable confidence that you become a powerhouse presenter and performer when you're doing your live classrooms. So now list down the top 3 items that really triggered you and give yourself an aha moment. My favorite line that Amber Renee has shared with me: someone else's genius is another person's aha moment. So get excited. So let me see what this one's about. Performance. So this is more on keynote speaking. 10-minute speeches, 30-minute speeches, 15-minute speeches. So this I'm going to share with you. miraclemorning.com books. I have the Audible. So if you sign up, when is the best time for you to write a speech? How to write a speech. You have a few seconds to engage your audience at the beginning of your presentation. What does your audience want to hear? What value can you provide to them? If you deliver a weak opening, you may lose your audience. Don't forget the what's in it for me. The missing of the opening is to grab interest, establish rapport, introduce the topic. As I did, we're going to talk about how to be powerful creations when you're doing live trainings, live webinars. And tonight we were going to talk about the mindset and getting prepared for it all, having clarity around your message and knowing the importance of that. Introduction and conclusion. Please remember most vividly what they hear at the beginning of the speeches. So people remember what they hear more vividly, and people remember more of how you make them feel than more of what you say. How many times have you heard that? If you haven't heard it, let me know in the comments below. Those same people will strongly recall what you say at the end. So the beginning and the end is so important. Start with one big idea, an overarching theme or point you wanted to get across in your presentation. Today, the biggest takeaway for me was for you to gain that clarity of what value do you have, how to get that mindset shift that you are capable of having a live training. You are confident, you are strong enough, you have enough knowledge, you can overcome any fear you have. And I was stressing the factors of, yes, people have these fears. These fears are common. And as long as you address them, we can get in front of them and we get all of that out of the way. The next few days, we can really get into how to create the PowerPoint, how to create the images, how to present yourself, what are you going to talk about, certain languages, how to meet the needs of human desires. There's all different, the inside the page, the website that I sent you to sign up for this, you will get the freebie of 27 ways to be more persuasive when you're writing a sales letter. There's all different things that are important, and persuasion is not a bad thing. Know that. If you have value, it's not a bad thing. What's your one overarching theme? So keynotes, create a content framework to support your big idea, break your speech down into manageable time slots, set up a board with columns representing each topic, which, you know, if you want to have a whiteboard here, if you watch Ray Higdon at all, you know, he has that board that I love him doing the board. It's always helpful. Under each of those headings, run post-it notes vertically. I will share that with you later on this week on how you could do you could use live streaming and or you could create classes. I will show you a bonus day of how you can create your own class with like a whiteboard, post-its, and reveal it. It's an awesome way to teach. It really is. If you decided that having a webinar is not in your budget, having Zoom is not in your budget right now, there's other ways to set up a Trello board, decide on timing, research quotes. The task of speech writing becomes a lot less overwhelming when you prepare. You should never go over your allotted time. Finish early so people can have a few minutes extra for a break. Be prepared to, this is for keynote speaking. And I just wanted to go over the PDFs that I pulled up so that I can not have them all up for tomorrow. Having the eye contact with your audience makes people feel amazing. So I would love to know, do any of you have a dream in life to be a keynote speaker? I know that I want to be a speaker one day. I want to step on stage. I want to share my trauma to triumph. I want to help more people find their passion, find their purpose, and I want to share my victor. I really know that it's something that I want to do. And the more that we practice this way, the better we're going to be. And it's a different scenery altogether because, I mean, I'm here by myself. What really can happen? And that's one thing. What really could happen at a keynote speech? You may trip and fall. Worse, that's not going to happen. We know that's not going to happen. So just know that they'll listen more effectively if you make eye contact. A general connection is always best. Make sure that you make eye contact with the whole audience. Focus on your audience upper body. Don't focus, and you don't be the presentation. That's something that I learned from Les Brown's, and that if you're on my newsletter, you received a video of Les Brown tonight of some really aha moments on how to be a really good keynote speaker. Become more aware of your own energy. Connect with your audience immediately. Take your position from stage. So again, this is more keynote speaking, but it's definitely an awesome slide to share. Boring topic openings, avoid those things. Don't apologize. Statement like, it's a pleasure to be here. Letting them know that you have a last minute add-on to the presenter schedule. Go off on tangents, turn your back to the audience. If you have an authentic passion and nothing else, then everyone will love you. So be authentic, love what you do, and everyone will love you too. So webinar action plan, we'll go over that, and then I'm going to wrap it up with you ladies tonight. So getting prepared for a webinar. For your production of webinar, we're going to go over this, and then I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the back office of how I got here in the first place, why I was able to learn this stuff, and to see if it's something that you may want more information on. So production for webinars, download the checklist, which is in the link that is in the live stream right now. You click that link, You have the checklist. All you have to do is sign up for one of the webinars this week. There's going to be one every day except for Wednesday, because Wednesday, the team of marketing experts are the ones going to be doing the 7-step blueprint on how to use webinars to sell to your and serve your audience. So I hope that you're excited for that. Set up a desk lamp, use selfie lights or use an iPhone light. So right now I have this Diva light here. I have several lighting. My lighting isn't perfect, but it could be better, but do not be backlit or side lit. Raise your device equal to your hairline, then angle the screen down. Always look into the lens. So I'm always looking into the dot. I'm reading to you right now, so it's a little difficult sometimes, but that's okay. Cover up your screen with a Post-it note. When you're preparing for webinars, keep in mind the time that you'll be hosting them for 1 to 2 hours. So sometimes you go 2 hours long. So be prepared that you're going to be talking for a long time. Make sure you don't eat or drink something that will give you any burps or make you or have to go to the bathroom. You got to be here. You got to be showed up, and less tech issues. Don't freak out. Have good posture. It's essential for a good vocal projection. So this is for radio. We're not going to go over that tonight. If someone does want to learn more on radio, we can. I personally love podcasts. I would love to know in the comments below, my live viewers, my replay viewers, my webinar viewers. Are you someone that listens to podcasts? Are you someone that sees yourself doing a podcast one day? I definitely have a dream to have a podcast. I think I would love it. I always used to do radio shows when I was younger. So we can go over that throughout the week and see if it's something that is helpful to you. Let's see what this is. So publicity for webinars, how to get your radio. Let's see if there's anything in here. So pretty much for promotion, I mean, email marketing, which I sent to my list. I sent them right before I went live. So obviously that wasn't that helpful tonight, but hopefully tomorrow. Email lists are definitely, they're good. If you don't have an autoresponder, I really encourage you to get one. We're going to go over that this week and help you realize the importance of having one. And once I get off of this, I'm going to be recording myself creating my bot so that you could see. I'm going to have a tutorial of how I created the bot for tomorrow. So that way, when I do the live video before the webinar, anyone that jumps on the live video can put a word in, and my Clarity bot, which I say, I call her Miss Clarity, because you're getting clarity with Janae Marie. So she's my Clarity bot. She's going to give you all the things that you need to have clarity around the topic that we're talking about. So you can email market. You can send 3 invitations in the week leading up to the live event. Anyone that registers gets 4 emails. So email marketing is still a big thing. Don't let it fool you. Facebook ad campaigns. I'm going to be creating my first Facebook ad campaign tonight. I wrote to Gary Vee right on his YouTube. I said, you inspired me to go for it and create my first ad. So wish me luck. And I will also be recording that. I really encourage you to document your journey. People love how-to things. So I personally love to learn. So I'm someone that could watch a 2-hour webinar. Maybe you like micro content. Me, I like more intense content. Figure out what your audience wants, figure out what they need. But always know that if you have information that can help people, I believe everything that I've shared tonight is helpful, is things that you probably did not know unless you've already taken a course such as this. Start small and run tests to figure out the characteristics of your audience, which is what we have to do. We have to plan, do, review. Social media, host a countdown. So the best thing I could have done is already have the event created, but plan, do, review. Change all links on your social media to link out to the event registration page. Do a Facebook Live video as you're about to start, which I did, inviting people. publicity for your webinars, radio podcast, repurposing the content. So I'm going to be turning this over. That's the great thing about this platform. It goes right into the cloud. So I could either give this for a bonus one day when I become that big influencer. I could create a course with all of this information. I could do so many things. So even if no one shows up for your first few live stream classrooms, who cares? You could use it. You could repurpose it. Chop the video, use your editing. You can always outsource edit too. Post the presentation slide deck, which we're going to go over tomorrow. You could put that on your blog, which I now have a blog and website using this marketing platform that I have. You could tweet the link to your parents, add the video to your Facebook profile and pin the post to the top. Add it to the album on your channels that has all of your press. Republish the task as a white paper or ebook. Awesome. Links to the presentation, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. Record yourself giving the talk and post audios on iTunes. Awesome. Record clean audio of certain parts when we use it as a free opt-in audio track on your website. Record and post the full video on YouTube, Vimeo, or other video sharing sites. Type out the sound bites and overlay them to images of you on stage to create an inspirational quote style post. Send a link to your appearance to relevant producers on LinkedIn Message. Make the appearance to your LinkedIn profile. I hope that helped with promotion. I know promotion is something huge in all of our lives. Let's see, what does this say? Performance for webinars. The checklist. This I'm not going to share with you because guess what? It's in the link that is live streaming currently. So you will have it if you go over there. Action plan. We went over the action plan, presentation, what to wear. You know, like I said, don't be the presentation of the presentation. Think about the end use of your appearance. Hair and makeup. I did my hair and makeup today. I'm professional. I'm looking my best. Spend a few minutes neatening yourself up, grooming, simple stuff. These are other links. As I shared, I will give you these links if you sign up. So PicMonkey, Canva, Adobe Spark, Adobe Color Picker. These are all awesome presentation links. Fiverr, Freelancer, image stock sites, font websites, all things that make your presentation awesome. Getting really clear on your objectives, your personal branding. So start thinking about this, what we see, nonverbal, what you sound like, quality and tone, and what you say is 7%, 55, 38, and 7%. Think about the costume that you wear. The right costume can attract the right clients. Personal branding, brand adjectives. Think of 5 words that describe you. This is Amber Renee, as I shared. She has this course. It's a great course, and I have that link if you would like it. Let me know. It's an awesome course. It really helps you get really, really clear on amplifying your impact. She goes over TV appearances and all that jazz. She's amazing. What do you want to be known for? What makes you unique? How are you remarkable? What are your top strengths? What problems do you solve? What do you clients value what you do? Showing testimonials is awesome too. If you're selling something, currently I'm not selling something, this is pure value. This is a training. This is to help you get excited about doing live trainings for your audience. What is the ideal client that you like? And what is your brand? Does it fit your personality? Write 5 words of experience that you want your ideal client to have with your business and how that relates to your personality. So optimistic, energetic, genuine, real, powerful. 5 words right there. Love it. Remember, it's about standing out and making it easy for people to pick you. Attraction is not a choice. It's it's a way of life. People are going to be naturally attracted to you. So there's nothing you could do besides being yourself and showing up your best. Bring in your personality and be as unique as you can be. Funny, bold, quirky, strong, elegant. You see the words here. Take a peek. They're awesome. Think of what 3 words describe you. I think we have one more. These are the TV appearance links that if you want them, let me know. And this is also learn about performance for TV and check out the morning show here. So this is all extra stuff that if you want it, let me know. I have so much more to share with you starting tomorrow. I'm really excited to share it with you as well. And this is the persuasion course that you get with signing up for the webinar. And this is the office that I want to show you. So this is how I have access to this amazing platform. Wrapping up tonight. What made me get excited about doing live streaming and doing things like this? Hopefully it jumps on to the page before I go. I think it's going to. So when you have this, they have 3 stages. They have a $50 a month, and you could still have the Zoom platform for $30 a month, which enterprise, you have all of this. Or you can have, this is the course I'm taking right now, Execution Revolution, life-changing. Also, they have the premium, which is, you get 10 days free either way, and I offer a walk around or a look around, which I'm doing right now but for anyone that I meet along my journey, say you are meeting someone and they aren't looking for an opportunity to join your team, or they already love their products, but you have a marketing platform that gives them giveaways, freebies, which I'm going to show you, gives them a place to have a website, a hub, gives them a Zoom platform to do live streaming, gives them all of this content. You have your own funnelizer, you create your own capture pages. It's simple to say, I have an awesome newsletter. Would you like to jump on and join my newsletter? Simple. I have found that to be much more simpler than asking someone to take a look at my business the first time I'm meeting them. I don't mind asking someone to join my newsletter the first time meeting them because I know it's valuable and it's not going to be me selling to them. Sometimes I may share a testimonial of my transformational products or my self-development journey or a training or course here, but not every day. And that's what you need to become clear on. So this gives you a simple startup on how. Right here, I'm going to share with you what's included. So say you've joined this, say you started your 10-day trial tonight after seeing this, you caught the end of this live classroom. Every night I'm going to wrap it up with showing this, because this has given me the power to be here to show you how incredible this has been for me. So by signing up 10 days free, you get all of this: attraction marketing, target market branding, vision mindset, daily method of operation, system campaigns, list management, CRM, weekly marketing webinars, call your leads, get leads. These are all courses, guys, courses. Success in LM, prospecting strangers, blogging, Facebook challenges, Facebook Live, Facebook Ads Manager, Instagram, social media, prospecting, networking prospecting, Twitter, creating amazing content, creating your first ebook, storytelling for profits, video marketing, Facebook Messenger marketing, Facebook mobile, Facebook paid ads, Facebook story ads. So you don't have to go in blind to do ads. It's right here. Facebook video ads, retargeting, Periscope, Pinterest, Snapchat, YouTube, automated webinars, copywriting, creating your own coaching revenue stream, funnelize your offers, outsourcing, make money hosting webinars. I mean, let's take a look at the make money hosting webinars real quick, since we're on the topic of webinars. So right here, using webinars to sponsor more reps, sell more products, and make more money.
Webinar sales and sponsoring magic. Why did I choose the term magic? Because I got to tell you guys, when you sit down and spend an hour delivering a training or 90 minutes and you make $2,000 or you make $4,000 or you sponsor 10 people or 12 people, it feels as close to magic as you'll probably get in your business. That's as close to having a magic box that in an hour can create income for you or huge results. It's really, really powerful when you sit down and deliver a training, and an hour later, your business has literally transformed.
Boom. So because I see that we've been on here for quite some time, over 90 minutes, I don't want to go too much into that, but as you see, there's so much stuff, but I do want to share with you all of, so say you did the 10-day trial, you have access to all of these profit campaigns that you could share out with your audience and have people have some value. You have some giveaways, you have $7 products, you have things like that, or you have the product campaigns. These are the courses that they have already created for you. You can make a capture page and then put a course here. They have the attraction I took the attraction marketing intensive, the triple play, the blogging, that's with Ray Higdon, copywriting. I love this course, the Execution Revolution. I'm in it now. The Facebook Live Studio, Advertising Pro, Instagram Profits, your Messenger Domination. I had 86 people click on Messenger Domination. That's how big of a need. Just think, if you can learn how to create a bot, how much you could be an asset to just attracting more people. Sponsoring, mindset training, recruiting, so many valuable things to give. And then of course these are courses, so they do have a free training in front of them, but they also have a course that you could take, already done for you, already created. And then any questions you have, there's so much help. We have a community. And then this is one of my favorite parts. This right here is all the free giveaways that you can be giving. So creating your first ebook, how to get your first 7,000 likes, social media leads. This is all training that you can give away and that you could take yourself. MLM, 6-figure earners, storytelling, 3-step formula to use Twitter, 31 leads per day. I mean, listen, there is no better way to be the attraction factor than having value to give to others. And when I was asking people, I would love a place where I could create a capture page. I see everyone else doing it. And when I was given this opportunity, it changed my whole entire way of looking at things. Here you could put all your hosted media. So this is all the media that I have already uploaded. I haven't even used that much of it yet. I'm just getting started. And then I'll give you a quick peek at the funnelizer that you can start creating your own funnels, your own capture pages. It gives you step-by-step on how to do so. So I've already created all of these. So look at that, 28 people clicked on the newsletter webinar. 25% already are looking for this one. My newsletter, 5 people signed up just with that. My Miracle Masterpiece, 1 person purchased that. GoPro DMO. This is just a great way to really practice what the top industry people are doing. This is just like 2 weeks of me practicing with this, and I've already done all of these. So, and I could create today's video, will go into my media, and now I can create a capture page to it. It sounds hard, but it's that simple. So I cannot express to you enough how grateful I am. And I will show you one last thing as we wrap it up. You also, with this, as long as you choose to go for the second membership of $149, but if you buy a course, which I suggest, I'll show you the courses I bought. You buy the course, or you buy, then you get a free month with your course. So that's something to think about too. This is my website. So we all get a blog and website. I have 2 with my membership. And you log in. It has all the bells and whistles. And I just want you to know that I will only be doing 60-minute classes for the rest of the week, because this is just the first day. So I have a lot to share, but after that, look, it has something to send right to Messenger. It shows you everything that you need to know on how to create it. But really, I am not tech savvy at all, and I still need to finish mine, but I've gotten pretty far, considering that I haven't taken the time to finish. But this is your back office of your website. It comes with all the plugins, everything that you need. It's pretty incredible. It gives you all the pages, opt-in, Bloom, and then visit site. I have my own perfectlyusedsolutions.com. So this is what I have so far. You customize it. They have all different themes you can pick from, and you go from there. Are you successfully social? You put videos up there. You can put whatever you want. The sky is the limit. So I will show you that the classes I've taken so far, and why you should think about listening to me and deciding to jump aboard this next few more webinars, live trainings that I'm going to be having, because these are all the purchase courses that I have taken. I've taken the Attraction Marketing Intensive. I've taken the Triple Play, the Virtual Summit, the Copywriting Mastery, the Execution Revolution, Becoming a Money Magnet, Step into Your Vision, the mentorship that I'm a part of, the Guru Code, Total Domination, Twist Your List, Attraction Marketing Bundle, and then, of course, the Zoom. So that, my friends, is the name of the game. Right there, you could see that this is definitely an awesome way to get going, to get excited, to really know that it's time to, how do I go to just they also have a whiteboard here that you can share. I just want to go to my face only. Who knows if I could figure that out or not. Oh, and you can put your phone and hook your phone up to it. That's pretty cool. So I might have to close it up like this because I'm not really sure how to, stop share. Okay, so enter full screen. Give yourself a round of applause. You just learned the mindset, the clarity, overcoming fears, all of the first steps on how to get started, what you need to know, what you need to start getting into that mindset, how to start your day. We've learned so much here tonight, and you had a sneak peek of the back office. If this is something that you see yourself doing, I really encourage you to jump on this live training. learn the steps on creating your own PowerPoint, the little tips and tricks that I've learned with the copywriting, the headlines, all the gifts that I'm going to be giving. This is value-based, free value, no course, no pitch, no nothing. So this is probably the only time I will do something like this, because out of pure practice, out of pure attracting my tribe, out of pure value and gratitude for what I have learned so far and wanting to gift it back and spread awareness. I'm all about spreading awareness on what works, what's good, what has helped me learn how to become more confident, more unstoppable, more powerful, and know that we have what it takes to create our dreams, to make life what we want to make it. You just have to believe in yourself. You have to find the tools and resources, and you have to go for your goals. Create that dream that you desire, design that life. My name is Janae Marie. I share and create successfully social movements daily. I'm your movement making mama. I am here to help you get ready, because here we come with your live training for your audience, for your network marketing team, whatever your dreams are. They are possible. You are possible. And I thank you for learning with me tonight. And I hope to see you all tomorrow. And get ready, because there's so much more. Tomorrow, you're going to learn how to create your very own powerful, content-packed PowerPoint that A, gives you a good production, B, teaches you how to sell your stuff using live training without being a salesy, spammy weirdo on the Facebook social newsfeed. Nobody wants to see it there, but there are people that are looking to buy your stuff. There are people that want to learn from you. You have value. Don't be afraid to share it. Just know that there's different places to do so. Follow what the influencers do, and you will make money like the influencers do. Right? Am I right? Am I right? Get excited, because there's so much more. I love you. I hope you have a lovely Take an Action Tuesday, Truth Be Told Tuesday, Take Advantage of Your Fortune Tuesday. Sweet dreams, and remember, I will be back tomorrow. I changed the time to, I think, 9:30. So see you then.